Hey there folks, Mark from Spectrum Pulse here, and today we have from Jason Eady, Mississippi. So normally reviewing Jason Eady's very spare, very subtle country music can be kind of a challenge, especially album over album where you're talking about the slightest of small differences that the majority of folks will not notice. That is not the case with Mississippi, which is easily Jason Eady's biggest genre shift in his career. It's a straight-up country blues album, with more electric guitar, sharper percussion, firmer bass lines, organ, soulful backing vocals from his wife Courtney Patton, and even a trumpet. It's deeply indebted to classic early blues and gospel music from the Deep South that developed really alongside the traditionalist country music where Jason Eady normally works. Now granted, once I got past the initial surprise, it does kind of make sense. Jason Eady is from Mississippi originally, even though he now hails from Texas. He probably grew up around a lot of this sound, and you can tell he's going to treat this stylistic shift with the veteran focus and the spare refinement that makes his indie country music so goddamn potent. And the natural, organic warmth in a lot of his mixes gives his greater focus on groove this time a remarkable amount of low-end swagger. But where I have the biggest question was around Jason Eady as a singer. He doesn't sound uncomfortable in this sound. I mean, there's always been that trace of deeper foundation across his catalog, which has helped so many of his cuts feel so weighty, but his low-key, subtle restraint as a vocalist, it doesn't exactly map onto a blues texture, or fit quite as well when he tries for something with a little bit more funk, like Whistle, or an R&B, like Meantime. That being said, it helps that the writing is once again really strong, with a fair few songs just focusing on Jason Eady stepping out of his comfort zone into a bluesier sound, where he knows it's always been with him in some way, but it still feels a little like uncharted territory, both externally and internally. But alongside the textured and pretty funny Once Upon a Time in New Orleans, he also brings his knack for moral ambiguity to bear, and it fits really well in this subgenre. From the ode to self-destruction and Burn It Down, to the post-breakup jabs of Getting Even, to by far one of the darkest songs he has ever cut on Mile Over 45, where a working man is tempted to take matters into his own hands, ruined by years in the sawmill, to get even on a wealthy and a corrupt landowner. But overall, I am really enthused by Jason Eady stepping out of his comfort zone and is bringing his very deft touch in production and writing to a sound that he knows really well, but maybe can't quite pull off as well as his traditionalist country. It doesn't feel like a put on or gentrified so much as his performance style might come across as a little too understated to hit as hard as you might expect. But hell, Jason Eady also has such good taste in production and is such a great writer that it makes up for a lot. It's probably the most I've liked one of his albums since 2017, so yeah, excellent stuff. It's gonna wind up slept on, to the surprise of nobody, but still, check it out. So yeah, thank you all so much for watching. If you want to see more, please be sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe. If you guys want to get more albums onto my schedule, and it's gonna get busy for the next few months, link to my Patreon is right over there. And as always, I'm Mark, you're watching Spectrum Pulse, and I'll see you next time.